Hi everyone, this is me, Morgan Birch, reporting for Kids First, and today we are here with Ryan Quincy at the premiere of Future Worm. So how are you?
Doing great, Morgan. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. I'm super excited because you guys are actually airing this August 1st, is that correct?
That is correct, on Disney XD at 11 a.m.
And what are you excited about this? Because I know you used to work on South Park, and this is kind of like that, but for kids. So are you excited that kids will finally be able to be introduced into that kind of animation and its world?
Absolutely. I'm really excited about the world of Future Worm and Danny, who you were holding right here. They travel in a time machine lunchbox all over the place, and it's a weird, absurd show, and I think kids and their parents are going to love it.
I understand that completely because adults have shows, and I think it would be great if kids and adults had shows that they can share together like this. Now, I don't want to say anything who's your favorite character?
I think I'm going to have to say Future Worm is my favorite character because he's got those 24 titanium abs, which he doesn't have them right now. He doesn't have them out yet. He has this amazing beard, amazing visor, so who wouldn't like him?
I know, right? He's super strong. Plus, you took a simple thing and then you made it into something that is kind of like Superman, but can travel into the future and the present. It's like a living time machine, which is amazing.
And it's in a lunchbox, too. It's a time machine lunchbox, so you can bring your lunch in it, too.
I know. That's actually really cool. Well, let's go and have a great time and meet you and talk with interviews and everything and find out more about the show. So come on, let's go.
Let's do it. There you go. What do you want, Beth?
I would love Future Worm, and if titanium abs are a
possibility.
possibility,
Okay, all right,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
I'll do
very
my
into
best. I'll do
titanium
my
abs.
best. Okay.
Thank you so much. It's gorgeous.
It's a little
Not actually
model,
gorgeous, but
it'll work.
it just popped out of my head.
Why titanium abs, by the way?
I was just trying to think of some super attribute, the laser-proof, bulletproof beard and the photoreceptor visor, and it seemed funny to me to have not just a 6-pack, but a 24-pack, and then on top of that make them titanium enforced. That's like his finishing move,
Better than abs of steel.
Yes, way better.
Yeah, it's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Does he have those other things? The beard?
Yeah, he's got the laser-proof beard and the photoreceptor visor. He's able to, scan things and project things, and he can also acts as a VCR. I don't know if you remember what a VCR is, but
No, I know what a VCR is. I know. All my friends think I'm a really old timer, and I'm I don't care. I don't.
He's from the future. He hasn't got a Blu-ray?
yeah, I know.
That's a good one.
Now, the first episode that we watched, it's not an origin story. Is there an origin story to watch?
We did 5 shorts that aired last summer.
Okay.
And there's an extended opening title sequence that sort of talks about how he was made.
Mm-hmm.
Danny because Danny's, he cobbles things together, as you can see. He makes stuff out of household items, and he made this time machine lunchbox, sent it into the future, sent his lunch into the future. And it went so far into the future that these future scientists found it. They open it up, and there's an apple in there. And in the apple is this worm, just a simple worm. They put the worm into this genetic escalator, and then it gives him all these attributes, the titanium abs, the beard, all this stuff, and also cranks up his need for adventure by a million. And then they send him back to hang out with Danny and and the whole thing with Future Worm is to show Danny he's never going to have a boring day again. So that's sort of his sidekick, sort of his Jiminy Cricket. Mm-hmm. And what's fun about Future Worm is he can be small and he can also be big. And same thing with Danny, he can shrink down and get in the lunchbox, and so we have fun with the scale too.
Yeah.
From a billion years into the future.
Is that a billion years? Well, that's good. Is his
Yeah.
watch from the future as well?
Yes. Yep.
What does his watch do?
It can do whatever we need it to do. Whatever we need for a story. We're like, all right, he just hits the button and we got it. You know, if they need like a tennis racket or a future, you know, magic wand, it's like, it's there.
But
So,
they each wear one, right?
yes, I mean, and that's also, they use that to summon the lunchbox and also to shrink down and grow. And it's sort of like a nice like tool, like whenever we need something to like, you know, whenever we need. It's just like our. When I started just drawing worms. I just was drawing worms and like trying to do different like these worms with like visors and then giving different hairstyles like afros and things but it was I landed on like kind of like that beard with that shape, you know, just and again I was a big fan of pro wrestling as a kid. So, you know, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man and Mr. T and Chuck Norris and all that kind of stuff. All those types of characters were sort of blended into Future Worm. But yeah, the beard and that's kind of what stuck then. I was like, oh yeah, that's who he is. This tough guy. It's like kind of tough guy Jiminy Cricket.
Why worms then?
I don't know. Just a worm sounded just a funny character because he doesn't have any arms. And he doesn't have any like eyes or you know real like to emote. He just has you know he uses his tongue a lot and his tail, but it just seemed like a fun, challenging character to work with.
And did you do any worm research or anything? Did you
No.
look at any?
I don't know.
Yeah, does this seem like a regular worm? I'm just wondering.
But like maybe something that you found out inspired something else, but.
Not really. I didn't do a whole lot of worm research. I just kind of was like I said, just drawing these like worm shapes and putting faces on them, and then it's like he's not as funny with eyes, so I went with the visor and just kind of worked my way through that. So.
And is the visor Star Trek inspired at all?
It's a little Star Trek, and it's a little Cyclops from the X-Men, you know? I mean, he can't shoot lasers out, but I mean, he can fax things, and he can... You know what a fax is, Morgan? No.
Yes.
Okay. PCRs, okay, yeah.
I know a lot of stuff from the old days. Like, people might be like, what the heck? I still like black and white. I love Lucille Ball. I love Sabrina. I go way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he on email then, or is he just
What's
fax?
that?
Is he on email, or is he just faxing?
Do they ever do Facebook?
Yeah, maybe. He's probably on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
Look, he's writing notes right now. Make a next episode Facebook.
Wow, was that fun? We got to talk to Ryan Quincy, and we also got to watch Future Worm, and we had so much fun. I got to meet Future Worm and so many other characters, and they were simply amazing. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. This was an eye-opening experience, and it was terrific. I hope I'll see you soon in the future on Kids First. Bye!